Your SoundCloud isn't growing and it's not your track's fault. The algorithm didn't skip your music because it was bad. It skipped it because it has no reason to show anyone. You're uploading music like it's 2012, but it isn't 2012. If you want your plays, your followers, and your fan base on SoundCloud in 2025, you must treat it like a social media platform. I usually teach this strategy I'm going to show you today, the 3G strategy, gather, give, and grow, as part of my artist development on Instagram to help artists grow on Instagram, but today we're remixing it for SoundCloud. And the results, game-changing. We're talking 10 real hacks to destroy the SoundCloud algorithm so you can finally get the reach, the plays, and the fans your music deserves. And hey, if you want the full version of the 3Gs for Instagram, my new book, Gather, Give, and Grow, is out now and it's all about it. Go and grab it today. But today, let's chat about SoundCloud. So let's go. What if I told you the reason your SoundCloud isn't growing has nothing to do with your music? You could be sitting on your best track ever and it still won't reach the right people unless you know how to trigger the SoundCloud algorithm. I've seen artists drop absolute fire on SoundCloud and get 50 plays. I've also seen tracks explode to 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 in 24 hours because they understood how the platform worked. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Grahame from Data Transmission. I've grown over 300,000 followers on SoundCloud and hit over 150 million streams across our Data Transmission network of channels. We've built 7 SoundCloud brands completely from scratch. SoundCloud is still the first app I open every morning. I study thousands of tracks, mixes, edits, remixes, and bootlegs daily to understand how users behave on the platform. And I speak directly with SoundCloud to stay on top of every update, tweak, and algorithm change. So when I say this works, I absolutely mean it. Before we dive into the hacks, I've put together a free SoundCloud growth guide just for you. It breaks down the most important steps from this video into a simple checklist. Comment SC Artist for the link, or you can grab it below. Totally free, no strings, just a way to level up your strategy and stop uploading into the void. Okay, let's talk about Gather. The first step sets up everything. Most artists still believe that if they just upload their best track, the plays will come. SoundCloud doesn't work like that anymore. You need to actively gather the right audience. And now, with the new SoundCloud Amplify AI, you can literally train the algorithm to find those early listeners for you. Let's break this down into 3 powerful ways to gather properly, including one that will help you hit your first 1,000 plays using the SoundCloud AI. So hack number 1, using SoundCloud's AI-powered Amplify tool. This is a big one. SoundCloud recently launched Amplify, an AI tool that helps recommend your music to listeners who might love it. It's currently available for Artist Pro users only, but if you're uploading consistently, this is 100% worth the upgrade. When you upload, simply click the Amplify button and it will promote to people who have engaged with similar sounds. It's delivered to them in the Discovery section of the SoundCloud app, which is a bit like the For You page in SoundCloud. Listeners are likely to engage with music that feels tailored to their taste. SoundCloud Amplify makes that happen at scale. Hack number 2, optimize your profile for discovery. Let's break this into 2 parts because there's desktop and mobile audiences, and you find very different ways on both. On desktop, you need to claim your custom URL, e.g. soundcloud.com/data transmission. Use consistent branding across your channels, the same artist names, the same bios, the same profile pictures as your Spotify, as your Instagram, as your TikTok. Write a clean, compelling bio that speaks to your scene. Tell them what kind of music you're making and who it's for, and whether you're a DJ and some of the past wins. This builds trust and re-identifies your brand for new fans for discovering you off-platform. If your look, tone, and brand feel tight across all platforms, people are likely to hit the follow and check out your other links. It also reduces the friction between finding fans from Instagram to SoundCloud, for instance. On app, SoundCloud is a mobile-first platform. And did you know 95% of users across SoundCloud use it on the app? That means you've got that tiny amount of space to make a big impression. Check how your profile looks on mobile. Does your name and picture stand out? Can someone understand what you do in the first 2 seconds? Are your top tracks pinned and easy to play? Lead with your most streamed, most loved track first, and not just your latest. Or your latest release, edit, free free download or remix. And also have a playlist of latest DJ mixes. Make it easy for people to find them at 5 AM when they're at the after party. You know, the Garys have just kicked in and you need that mix to keep the party going. Make it easy. Again, reduce the friction. When you optimize for mobile, you stop losing potential fans from that first click. Hack number 3, be actively present in the SoundCloud community. SoundCloud isn't just a library, it's a community. You need to be active in it. SoundCloud is still one of the best organic music communities anywhere, especially in dance and electronic music. And it rewards you for being involved. SoundCloud comes loaded with built-in tools that most artists overlook. Be active in comments. Every like and reply sends positive signals to the algorithm. Drop genuine comments on tracks from other artists in your genre. Connect with other producers in the comments and the DMs. Like, repost, message people when you love a mix or an edit or a free download or their new release. Support each other, but also leave meaningful comments as a producer on how they made that certain sound. Ask them, how did you do this? How did you do that? That's going to spark a conversation. Also, new feature alert. SoundCloud have recently launched a fans module that shows your top fans and first fans on each track. Top fans are the people who have played the track the most. First fans are the ones that have heard it before anyone else. This is absolutely huge. For the first time, everyone can see who's supporting your music and you can see who's riding with you from the day one. If you're an artist pro, you can even access the full list of top listeners inside your SoundCloud for Artists and use that data to build real relationships later. So when you drop a track, encourage your fans to listen early. Shout out your top fans in the comments. DM them with a free edit or bootleg to people that have showed up first. Your first 10 fans on a track could be your future superfans. And now SoundCloud shows exactly who they are. That's the mere exposure effect. The more frequently people see your name in a positive context, the more likely they are to check out your profile. And if you're not engaging, the algorithm isn't getting a chance to show you your music. I don't know what you're thinking. This sounds like a social media. Well, as I said at the start, it's exactly what it is now. It's an audio social media. SoundCloud is very social. And once you stop treating it like a dumping ground for your demos and start treating it like a community, that's when the algorithm wakes up for you. When you've built a small wave of early support using these tools. Now it's time to give and reward that attention. In the next part, I'll show you how to keep the audience engaged with smart release strategies, free downloads, and the tools that build loyalty between official drops. The next section is about smart release strategies and how to build momentum between label releases. So stay tuned because every hack you implement here is a step towards breaking the algorithm way open. Now that you've started gathering the right people around your music, it's time to give them a reason to stay. But let's be honest, if someone checks out your profile and there's only one track from 3 months ago, why would they follow you? These next 2 hacks will help you build momentum between major releases, feed the algorithm, and keep your audience engaged. And trust me, stick around for the final 4 hacks after this, because that's where there's real growth power kicks in. So hack number 4, using free downloads as a currency. This is one of the oldest and most effective growth tactics on SoundCloud. One of SoundCloud's biggest superpowers is the ease of sharing bootlegs, edits, and unofficial versions of tracks. And that's something DJs and fans absolutely love. Think about it, that fun, cheeky moment in a set where a DJ drops a remix of something the whole crowd knows. It connects the room, it connects the tent. It's a moment. Those tracks work because everyone knows them and not just the heads down the front. That's the beauty of edits, and SoundCloud is the platform for them. They can do more than just light the club. They keep the release schedule going between official drops. They build official momentum organically. And sometimes, if they really take off, they can even lead to label signings. Yes, we've seen that happen. When edits start popping on SoundCloud, A&Rs pay attention. We released a free download on SoundCloud from Viv Castle over 30 days ago, and it's had 68,000 plays at the time of recording, hundreds of downloads, and a mega reach. We used the Hyped It system to help us grow that free download. So every time someone downloads the track, the system gets them to like, comment, repost. Basically showing SoundCloud all the right algorithmic signals to push it more. I have videos on how to set that up, so I won't go into that now. I'll link to it below, or comment Hyped It and I'll send you the link. Once you've got that track set up and the download gate set up, share these edits and free downloads on Instagram with little teasers. This edit's not on Spotify, but you can grab it on SoundCloud and use that as a hook. That's going to send people from your Instagram to your SoundCloud. Edits are the glue between your official releases when you're starting out. They often are the track that blows up first. Most artists wait for the perfect label release and post nothing between. The problem with that is the algorithm just goes cold, your fans go quiet, and you lose momentum. Instead, drop unofficial edits or bootlegs and keep the energy up. Repost with a playlist with just the old tracks with a new context. Title the playlist. This one hit differently at Fabric last week when you maybe had a DJ gig. Pin a DJ mix that reflects your current sound. Even tease an idea that you're still working on and ask for feedback in the comments, or message your top fans and ask them to comment. Think of SoundCloud as a content feed, not just a catalogue. It's like the Zeigarnik effect. People remember incomplete or interrupted tasks better than completed ones. It was first discovered by Bulma Zeigarnik, a psychologist in the 1920s. She noticed that waiters could easily remember orders that were still being prepared, but quickly forgot them once they'd been served and completed. When you share something that feels unfinished, in progress, or more to come, your audience pays more attention and they stay curious and they come back to see how it ends. Post a clip of a whip track or a remix. Thinking to finish this one, what do you think? Upload a short bootleg idea. Might turn this into a full edit. Should I? The brain hates those loose ends, so your listeners will remember your content and be more likely to return. The more unfinished something feels, the more your audience wants closure. That's the Zeigarnik effect. And that's why teasing your work can sometimes outperform your finished releases. And if you're sitting there going, how do I pull this all together into something that actually builds a career? That's where the Artist Accelerator comes in. It's my free masterclass. It dives deep into the exact steps I use with artists in the Artist Blueprint to help them build real brands, land gigs, grow across Spotify and SoundCloud and Instagram. And it gives real world examples of how SoundCloud was used to break one of the biggest tracks of 2023 and create momentum without burnout. And it's totally free. You can register below or comment AA. And if you like what we've covered so far, this is just the surface. Check out the Artist Accelerator, the free webinar now. If all this is making you rethink how you use SoundCloud, you're not alone. The next part is what 99% of artists miss. Hack number 6. Create binge-worthy playlists. Most artists don't think of SoundCloud like Netflix, but that's exactly how listeners behave. Over the past 6 or 7 years, we've split our channels into just one genre. So one for house music, one for techno, one for drum and bass, one for disco. And we found they don't just want one track. They want a mood, a journey, a soundtrack. And you can do all this within playlists. So build playlists around your music, your originals, your bootlegs, your edits, your DJ mix, group with a vibe or a setting, e.g. sunset mixes, after hours sets, theme collections like warehouse weapons or bassline rollers, or just your music you're playing your sets. You're supporting other artists at the end of the day, and it doesn't do you any harm. It actually helps because it gives the AI and the algorithm more data points about who to serve your music with when it's pushing that in that Amplify button. It's going to push your music when recommending music to other people. Use searchable relevant playlist titles because yes, SoundCloud search matters. Start the playlist with a banger because people judge the whole thing on the first track. Let's face it. Once someone's into your playlist, then they're more likely to follow and repost that playlist so they don't miss the next one or the updates. So far, we've built your base. You've gathered the right people. You're giving them a reason to stay. But now it's time to scale. The next 4 hacks are the growth levers. The stuff that makes the algorithm pay attention. The reposts, the superfans, the playlists, the strategies that separate casual users from artists who really take off. If you want more plays, more followers, and more real fans on SoundCloud, this part you don't want to miss. Let's get into grow and start turning traction into takeoff. Hack number 7, trigger the algorithm with early engagement. The first 24 hours after you upload a track or a mix are absolutely crucial. SoundCloud's algorithm is watching who's playing it, who's commenting, who's reposting, and who's liking. And the more early activity the upload gets, the more SoundCloud starts recommending it to other users through the related tracks and kind of suggestions from the amplifier. That means that your first 24 hours are an opportunity window. You need real signals from real people fast. Coordinate your inner circle, message producer mates, go in Discord groups, have WhatsApp communities, use your Instagram stories or your top fans or a broadcast channel. Just drop something new. Would love your feedback. Encourage them to repost and hit like. That energy creates momentum. And we've seen tracks with thousands of plays in a day. Not because they went viral, but because the early engagement told the algorithm, people love this. Show it to more people. When listeners see the comments and the little faces on the waveform, the reposts and the likes are going to get stacked. They assume it's worth listening to. It's also a massive visual hook. If you treat your upload like a premiere and not an afterthought, you'll start seeing real growth. Hack number 8, use repost networks to multiply your reach. Think of Repost like SoundCloud's version of influencer marketing. There are channels, like ours at Data Transmission, that have built strong, loyal audiences. We've built 190,000 followers on our biggest page and over 300,000 across all channels. When those channels repost your track, their entire following sees it in the feed. You're not just reaching new people, you're essentially borrowing trust and attention. This isn't about bots or fake plays either. This is about leveraging real niche-specific audiences who already love your genre. Reach out to other artists and swap reposts. Tap into repo campaigns with genre-specific hubs. Use Repost Exchange. Build relationship with SoundCloud creators and playlist owners. Want proof it works? We run paid repost campaigns for artists that have tended thousands and thousands of plays, all because they use Repost strategically. When someone sees a track from a channel that they trust, they're more likely to give it a listen and more likely to like it. Treat reposts like collaborations, not just a favor. You're borrowing someone else's crowd to build your own. Hack number 9, turn listeners into superfans using SoundCloud's fan insights. Most artists have no idea this exists, but SoundCloud gives you the data of your top fans. If you're an Artist Pro user, go into your For Artists tab, then go into fans. You'll literally see it broken down into sections. Who's played your tracks the most? Who's your most engaged? And also your least engaged, all by countries as well. Imagine you have a gig in a country and you reach out to your top fans and give them a free guest list to hang out with you. How do you think that's going to go down with your fans? It's absolute gold. You can DM your top fans directly from your For Artists tab. Therefore, you can send them unreleased edits. You can thank them for their support. You can send them early track snippets and ask them what they want next. Make them feel them part of your journey. That kind of personal interaction turns passive listeners into interactive fans and superfans. People are more likely to be loyal to artists who see them, acknowledge them, and treat them like they matter. Your top 10 fans could bring you your next 1,000. SoundCloud literally shows you who they are, so use that. Hack number 10, use Instagram Reels to spark SoundCloud streams. This is where we tie everything together. Instagram is the spark, SoundCloud is the fire. Use them together. You'll build something way bigger than either alone. And this hack, it's not another app. It's not another social media platform. It's something that works with what you're already doing. And it runs in the background 24/7. It's called ManyChat. We spoke about it on this channel a bit before, and if you're not using it as part of your strategy, you're missing out on something massive and a massive opportunity. Here's the idea. When someone comments on your Instagram post or reel with a key word, like free download or the track name, ManyChat automatically sends them a DM with your mix, your track, or your link to SoundCloud. So no link in bio, no chasing clicks, no dead engagement. Instead, you're creating conversation with fans that feels personal, and you're delivering it what they want instantly. And the best part, you can set it up to only work on specific posts. Check if the person follows you already, and you can grow your Instagram following while also growing your Spotify fans and getting more plays on Spotify. And you can tag the audience for future follow-ups. Maybe they download something today and then you can send them a new mix tomorrow. We've used it to deliver SoundCloud free downloads, new mixes, and even push releases. And then we remind them a little bit later that they've been interested in a track with another bot post. It's not just slick, it converts. Now let me show you how this work ties in perfectly with Instagram Reels and how you can use both to funnel plays straight into SoundCloud. Here's how to do it. Post a reel with a clip of your track, your bootleg, your mix. Maybe you're in the studio, just made this, who wants it? Overlay the text. It's just dropped on SoundCloud, comment free download for the link. Then you set ManyChat up to do the magic. It's slick, it feels personal, and it works. You're not just posting and hoping, you're creating a conversation loop. You're teasing something valuable, giving them just enough to want it, and then making the process frictionless. No more relying on link in bio. No more hoping they scroll through your stories. You're dropping it straight into their inbox. Which hack have you been missing today? Give me a 1 to 10 in the comments. I'd love to know which one's going to level it up for you. If you're serious about your career and want support on SoundCloud strategy, getting signed, building fan bases, scaling your artist brand across the platform, and a full artist development program, then I want to personally invite you to apply for my program, The Artist Blueprint. It's my flagship program for DJs and producers. We help artists grow from local to global using smart planning, content, networking, and strategy. free. You get a full curriculum, plus weekly group mentoring, full feedback on marketing, submission to real labels, accountability. It's not just a course, it's me in your corner. And if that sounds exactly what you need right now, hit the link below or comment blueprint and I will send you the link to apply. So, as a reminder, gather your first fans, give them edits, original releases, bootlegs, remixes, and DJ mixes, and grow your plays through playlists, reposts, and superfans. So that's 10 real hacks to destroy the SoundCloud algorithm in 2025. But we are just getting started. If you've loved this SoundCloud breakdown and want to learn how the 3Gs, gather, give, and grow work for Instagram, check out this video. Go and watch it now, and I will see you in there. See you soon.